Yeah, yeah. Come on. Welcome.
Good afternoon. Sean Hicks coming at you here. Wednesday, the 2nd of March. We'll get to the college hoops rundown, although you see it scrolling along already. Underneath, we have our tournaments that'll kick off tomorrow. A couple things that I like there. We'll talk about them in a minute. So yesterday, 1-1 in the video. Hawks meltdown, Mavericks win or a push. We got to win when we put it out. 53-71 after a 1-1. College hoops goes 4-0. Doggy outright, Robert Morris plus 8.5. IUPUI, everybody thought I was nuts. It's all right. Winner. 4-0, 189 and 153. Continue our nice college basketball here on the video and overall. Again, a lot of college hoops today. Charleston Southern, St. Francis, dogs up here. Florida State, Tennessee State under, Houston Baptist, Tulsa. Again, 189 and 153. Hockey, 38 and 36. NBA, 53 and 71. We will get to everything in just a second. If you are on Twitter, Blues and Rangers free pick is posted at Mr. Sean Higgs. Also, we have a Heat Bucks free pick link up if you don't have it already on the winning free picks channel. And of course, the midday money picks are posted. And I just posted, again, if you're on Twitter, I threw up Missouri Valley, WCC, Little West Coast, and Sunbelt previews for tomorrow. They are all posted. And again, if you're watching on YouTube, which I'm going to right now, that we're rolling along, wonderful. Super duper. All right, what else is there to say? We're all set here. All right, on Twitter. Not sure why the Facebook one isn't rolling along, but hey, it is what it is. I got so many papers in front of me, printing out all the brackets, getting stuff ready for I try to fill them in as the lines come up, but who am I kidding? You try to do it that way. I do my best. So we're going to start. Actually, we'll go to the comment section, I guess, here. We'll go to comments. I'm not sure why it's not on Facebook, but there is. Oh, there it is. Okay. It is on Facebook. Who knew? All right. Tooch is in the house. How are they? Good to see you. Follow the Tooch, man. He's got a YouTube. He's got a Twitter. Does a great show daily. Him and Ant from Pounded Sports. Dave M. Here we go. We got to roll into some NBA right out of bat. Who cares that it's conference tournament time, right, Dave? Let's talk about the Pelicans and the Kings over to 232. I don't know. I kind of like the under. Open at 235. Now it's down. Is that a 235 opening I see? 235, now it's down at 233. Give me the under. Richie P, of course, you hit the like. I appreciate it. Thank you, Richie, for all you do. Georgetown versus Hall. You know me. I don't want anything to do with Patrick Ewing and Georgetown. Have they even won a game in conference play? I don't even know. How can we get involved in that game? No, thank you. St. John's, Arkansas, Creighton, Sixers, Nuggets. Sixers against the Knicks. Okay, you know what? I'm looking to take the Cavaliers tomorrow against the Sixers, believe it or not. When's that game? Maybe that's Friday. That's a Friday game. And not interested in the NBA today. Who else like here? The Nuggets against Oklahoma. Again, I'm not laying 14.5. I don't care how bad the Thunder are. No, thank you. I like Orlando actually at home for betting an NBA game. So college hoops, we got St. John's here over Xavier. The Xavier melt is on. St. John's should win, but I'm not. Again, I'm a St. John's guy. Not loving him lately. Not loving him. Arkansas, where's Arkansas game? LSU, 5.5 last night. Has it moved? Has Arkansas moved a bit? Total was 140. I kind of like the under at 140. What's it at now? If I could find it. 706 in your rotation. Why can't I find it on the board here? 140. Total's actually gone up. Still sitting at 5.5. You know what? I don't know. I'll give me the Razorbacks. And Crane, I don't like. Again, this is a line much like the other day with UConn. The line is it's gone up. It's gone to 6, right? Oh, it's down to 4 now. Excuse me. I thought it was 5. I thought I went from 5 to 6, but it's 5 down to 4. See 4.5 out there too. I like the Blue Jays. We could do a little Crane. Love Sixers first quarter, Nuggets first quarter. Well, I mean, when you're laying big points like that, you better get out to a fast start. So, yes. Ronald, good morning. Raptors and Nets had over 219, 217. Again, no betting allowed. I'm not worried about it. And again, NBA, we've hit our spot sometimes. NBA, we had some winners here in the chat since the All-Star break. But conference tournament time, I'll take my guaranteed 55-something% and put money in my pocket. I'm not going to dilly-dally around with NBA and who's playing, who's not playing. Not worth it for me. I'll have enough NBA because there'll be no baseball, so I'll have to get into NBA in April anyway. So, Mike, good morning. Yes, Friday night. Friday night, me and Tooch and Ant. That'll be good. It'll be good. And we got a nice weekend coming up, too, of basketball. Who do we got? We got tournament-wise kicking off. Saturday, we'll have our some second-round action. But CAA tipping off on Saturday. Summit League, America East. Well, nobody loves America East, but, hey, Summit and CAA. Be fun. It will be fun. Alabama and Marquette from David. What do we got here in these two games? Alabama against A&M. It's 9.5. I got this right around 9. You know me, it's right on my number. I'd lean on the dog, but again, didn't bet it. I'll be pulling for you. And who's the other game? Marquette here versus DePaul. I don't know. I kind of like DePaul there. I think Marquette. People, this looks a little low. Marquette at 1.5. Give me DePaul. Give me DePaul. All right, I'm going to pop up the banners. Come on. There we go. All right, so conference tournament tomorrow. We'll start here in the WCC. I just did a video on this on Sean Higgs' YouTube. But, Gonzaga is a huge fave. I'm not telling you to bet Gonzaga. I don't tell you to bet 170 faves here. I'm not going to tell you to bet minus 4 or 500 on Gonzaga to win it. I threw out BYU at plus 3,500 just because they did have a nice stretch of basketball. Not so much lately. I get it. They'll face San Fran if they beat the 8-9 winner, which I think they will. San Fran again is plus 3,000. I'll take an extra 500. BYU could beat San Fran. San Fran, I like the Dons. I don't know. Something tells me they're one and done in this tournament. That's it. We'll see you in the NIT. St. Mary's plus 500 and Claire plus 1,400. Do I think they should be in the NCAA tournament? Yes. I think Claire is a decent team. But for 1,400, I don't know. I mean, St. Mary's can knock them out. So I'm going to go BYU for 35 because I think they could they'll beat Loyola or Pacific. And then I think they knock off San Fran. And then we score a huge win over Gonzaga. We're rolling at 3,500. Could it be a letdown spot in the championship game? Could be. Again, we could always do something different there hedge-wise. Missouri Valley. This is a fun conference. Love Missouri Valley. So, Northern Iowa is your 1 seed. They're plus 500 because you got Loshai as a 4 seed at plus 130. Interesting there. But you know where I'm going? I'm going to go Bradley. Bradley's actually playing Loshai in a 4-5 game. Plus 900. I'll take a shot. Back-to-back champs in 2019, 2020. They're pretty good. They already beat Loshai this year. Took them to overtime. They swept Drake. They can win some games. This is I can't believe Loyola Chicago is minus 130 or plus 130. Northern Iowa is the 1 seed. They're plus 500. Missouri is plus 300. They're the 2 seed. I mean, the 1 seed is a plus 500. You know what that tells me? Whoever wins that 8-9, Illinois, Indiana State, I might take them. I'll take a shot on them. Definitely play them as a dog to knock off Northern Iowa. I mean, obviously they think Loshi's winning this whole thing, so you got a little higher odds there. But give me Bradley plus 900. Give me a little Mizzou. You want to take Mizzou plus 300? Even Drake 650 is kind of worth it. I had Drake plus 250 to win it, 275, I think. Where are we at here, my Missouri Valley? Drake was plus $2 when we did the show back in November to win the conference. Didn't pay off. Much like my Colorado State plus 350. Thanks, Colorado State. But that's that. And your next game up here, Sun Belt Conference action. So, again, we have a spot, much like Missouri Valley. Georgia State is the 1 seed. They're plus, they're the one favorite odds-wise at plus 270, but they are the 3 seed in this tournament. They were preseason favorites, coming in hot, 7 straight wins, but here you are, plus 270, while the 1 seed Texas State, who I like, listen, I'm going to get 430 with Texas State, much like getting 500 with Northern Iowa. Do you want to play them? I think it's worth it when you're the 1 seed. You won the conference regular season. Second year in a row is the 1 seed for Texas State. Defense, pretty good. It's more based on their tempo, but listen, plus 430, I think you got to roll a little bit on Texas State. And Troy here. Troy's the 4 seed, plus 900. Now, South Alabama, if they take care of business in the first game against Little Rock, they're the 5 seed. They are the 5 seed, but their second best odds are plus 410. So, again, you got a lot of interesting ways to go here. I mean, Appalachian State, you want to get it. Last year's tourney champs, they're the 2 seed plus 600. I mean, they obviously can beat these teams, right? They won it all last year, plus 600 worth a shot. So, a lot of good spots here. I just do a couple up that I kind of like what we've been on. But, again, you want to take any of the top 3 or 4 here, again, 270, 410, 430, 600, even Troy plus 900. You take 2, one of them cashes, you're looking good. You're looking pretty good. Put the banners back up here for everybody. Put that underneath. Again, if you're looking for the other tournaments we set the bet on, we got Bryant, Navy, Wright State, Weeb, Moorhead, Jacksonville State. All right. Sorry about that. Where are we at here? I got to get back into the comments. Tate the Great. Notre Dame line solo. FSU's hurt and coming off a huge upset. I feel like Notre Dame has a ton to play for. I don't know. I grabbed Notre Dame here in the chat. I'm going to take it after the show. I'm going to put it out on the premium side of things. Speaking of which, if you want to get down on my March Madness, it's up. It's like 2 something, but if you use the promo code, it'll bring it down like 180. You're talking like $1 a game because, we'll have 10 games on most days when there's all these tournaments going on. So it's really worth it. Use the promo code HOOP. Get my monthly pass. Why not? It's $1 a game. Less than that when you put out 200 something games. Do I like Miami over BC? Let's pull up a little NBA. I got all my tournament stuff out in front of me here. Let's pull it up. ACC Miami. What time's this game at? What time's the game? 9 o'clock here. All right. 700s. Miami was a 5. I got this at 4. Is it still sitting around the same total? It's down. It's come down a notch here. Now, I'll lean a little BC there. Lines come down. Again, I got it at 4. It was 5 last night. It's come down to 4. To no player for me right now. I mean, if I would have had him at 5, I'd be happy. 4, I'm not interested. Good morning, Rob. How are you? I like Fordham today in Arkansas. Yeah, I kind of like Fordham. I do. I wish we had a little more points than the 3 with Fordham, but these guys just played. All right, and I said the other day, I was like, I don't want to take Fordham as a fave. I'm like more of the dog. So if you want to go Fordham, I'll be with you there. In Arkansas, I kind of like Arkansas. Someone else brought up Arkansas against LSU. I said, you know what? I'll ride the Arkansas there with you. Michael, good morning. With you on Sunbelt, Texas State. Yeah, I mean, these guys, at that price, I got to take them. They're the 1 seed. Maybe they're a little angry from getting knocked out last year, not winning the thing. Slow you down. You do something stupid. Yeah, I kind of like Xavier. I mean, I'm a St. John's guy, but that line looks a little low to me. Yeah, I like Troy. I mean, Troy plus 900, I got to take a shot on him. On Arkansas, big facts ones on Arkansas. A couple people brought it up. I did not bet it, but I like the Razorbacks there. We can go Razorbacks. In Iowa State, let's find some Iowa State against Oklahoma State. Line was 3 last night. I got this right around 4.5. Not sure if the line's moved. Let's see what it's at now. Still sitting at 4. I don't know. I think everybody's going to be on Iowa State. But I'm pulling. Again, if because I don't have it, doesn't mean I'm not cheering for everybody to win. I think Miami gets it done over BC. Well, they should get it done. They're the fave. But again, I didn't bet the BC game. I just thought, hey, 5 points worth a shot. Now it's 4. Why is it coming down? I want to take Wyoming. I feel this is going to end up like San Diego State game. Now, see, I could see them winning this one. San Diego State game. I don't know. I mean, you shouldn't have had Wyoming that game, Mike. I was in the chat telling everybody here to take San Diego State. Again, you got UNLV as a little bit of a fave, but UNLV's won a little bit. I do like the Cowboys though, so if I'm going to get a couple points here, what is the line 2? They +2 Wyoming, down to 1.5. Yeah. It's a tough one for me. It's just a stay away. Like it's these games when they're like this. St. John's Xavier. I mean, you're talking 1-point games. Mid Tennessee State, kind of on the same way. If you're going to bet one, better bet them all. Yeah, Western Kentucky. Yeah, these. Again, this I'll grab my dogs and move on. See how we do. I'm not going to get involved in basically a pick kind of game and go either way. Joaquin, how are you? Good afternoon. I like Mid Tennessee. They're playing for the 2 seed. Yeah, Mid Tennessee. We like a little Mid Tennessee. Again, didn't fit any of my numbers though. Didn't fit any numbers. I think they're begging you to take Rutgers, Michael. It was 4. It went to 5. And you think that would come down the way Rutgers has upset teams, right? But it's gone up. And we're not Hoosier. I don't like the Hoosiers. Hit probably have Florida and Arizona last night. What'd you think of Auburn on the short line tonight? Arizona was a nice, and I missed putting it in the chat. It should have been a 5-0 in the chat because I had that on one of the free picks page. Picks and parlays are winning free picks. I'm not sure, Ty. Auburn short line tonight. I kind of don't like that short line against. Let me find it because it was 3. It was 3 last night on the road, Mississippi State. This looks a little. We've seen Auburn lose lately, right? They were playing really good, and all of a sudden you're like, oh, man, is this team – I mean, can they win this one by 10 going away? Am I betting it thinking it's going to happen? I got some value on other games. So, me, it's just a no play for me. Checking in, Corey, how are you? Want to link Xavier as well? I do as well. Yes, I like Xavier there. The line, 1.5. I got St. John's as like a 2-point fave. Is it worth it betting to me? No. Nope. I like Arkansas. Yeah, I like Arkansas too. But a lot of people are coming in Arkansas here. I didn't bet it. So 5.5. Well, it's down to 5 now, huh? Yeah. I mean, see, also, they could beat up a little bit, slow things down, kind of make it close, but big facts. The dog capper, yeah. I said before we had 125 wins or whatever, and 100 of them were underdogs or something along those lines. 96, 97. Cashing 55% of them, so we'll take it. Yeah, it's down. It's come down already, Corey. It's 5.5 down to 5. Took Auburn to 3. I think it's a buy low spot for them off a tough loss. Yeah, but again, that's just. I mean, for me, it doesn't like the numbers. I got it at 3, so at 3.5, or excuse me, 3.5. It's no. It's right on what I think it should be. All right, Marquette spread and the Kings in the NBA. Don't like Marquette over DePaul. I think they're begging you to take Marquette. And Sacramento over New Orleans. You know what? I'll take the 6 with Sacramento. Yes. I'll take New Orleans as a dog. I don't want to grab them laying 6. Miss Danica is here. Good morning, Miss Danica, our favorite Canadian. Campbell line moving up. Yeah, I got Campbell last night. It was, I think, what did I bet Campbell out last night? I got Campbell at 2.5. Mid-Tennessee, no opinion on Mid-Tennessee. Let's move away from Mid-Tennessee. Yeah, Florida State is on the docket. Florida State, Charleston Southern, Francis, New York, Florida State, Tennessee State under, Houston Baptist, and Tulsa. Florida State, you know it. Davidson over Mason. I kind of like Mason here, but I didn't bet it. I almost bet it. I got a big question mark next to it. Davidson's a tough team, though, so I don't know if the 7 will be worth my time here. I'm seeing if the line's moved. Still sitting at 7. Has not budged a bit. Lean on the dog, did not bet it. Full game over Johnny's. I got this at, what do I got this total at? I got this at 153. It's at 155. I kind of like the under at 155. It's a big number. 154.5. So I don't know. Open at 155.5. I'm seeing 154.5 out there. So I'm still sticking with my underplay there. Was leading Arizona and caught your video. Just to push I needed, went ahead and cashed. That's what I'm talking about. Arizona getting it done. I might not take St. John's full game, but I would take them first half. Yeah, and again, first half spots, whether it be like a big double-digit favor or a game like this, you think the home team comes out at home. If they're going to collapse, it's not going to be out of the gate, right? They're going to come in strong and, kind of try to dictate what they want to do and get a lead. So I'm all for you want to take Faye's first half and move them down. I'm all for it. Taking NHL over 1.5 totals first periods. I guess it would just be depending on the game. Depending on the game, big facts. I mean, I like the Rangers in the under today. OKC plus 15. Yeah, I mean, they're in Denver, right? I'm going to tell you to take 15, although I didn't bet it. Thoughts on Creighton UConn? I really want to take the 4 Creighton. Yeah, but this line, it was 4. It's gone up. The UConn line has gone up. Oh no, it's come down. I keep saying it's gone up. It's come down 5-4. I almost took Creighton last night on the videos, but I'm like, you know what? I don't know. Someone told me UConn. It was 5 last night. I don't know. I like UConn. Hit the like button. Thanks, Ronald. All right, I come in. I give you some free bet. I mean, listen, they don't always win, right? They sure as heck don't always lose. We grind it out. I tell you my little opinions. I try to help out. That's what it's about. Helping out is what it's about. Francis, yes. St. Joe's against LaSalle. No, I don't want anything to do with that game. That is a straight. You know what that game gets us? You know what that game gets us, Darryl?
Stop it. Get some help.
That's what that game gets. Magic spread, yes, I like the Magic. I think I did that on the free pick Magic last night. Sixers spread, 10.5. I guess late against the Knicks. Knicks are just a disaster right now. Okay, Tennessee State spreading under. Yeah, you know what? I got the Tennessee State underneath here, but I almost, Tennessee State. When I was looking at it, I was like, oh, where's my little matchup on this one? I got it somewhere. I thought about Edwardsville for a minute. And I'm like, you know what? I don't know. That's a tough one for me. Under, yes. Leafs and Sabres over. 6.5. Listen, we see the 6.5. We got to go over, right? It'll be 7. Who are we kidding, Miss Nikki? Yes. Do I like the Hoosiers? I do like the Hoosiers, believe it or not. I don't know. I think they're begging you to take the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. And I'm not a big Hoosier backer in Indiana. No sirree, Bob. But in this spot, I think yes. Pacers, nope. Give me some Orlando Magic. St. Louis Rhodey plus 1.5. This is a tough one because I like the Billikens, but I think Rhode Island is the play here. Didn't fit my numbers though. It was 3 last night. It's down to 2.5, which tells me I should have took the 3 last night with Rhode Island. Free minds in the house. Good morning. Liking the Jazz today in the NBA over the Rockets. Again, you're going to lay 14 on the road. I know the Jazz have been playing good. How about can you Put it with something else. Can you tease it down for my sake? You know I don't want to lay 14. Markel's in the house. NC Asheville. 10.5. I'm going the other way. Dogging it up. Charleston Southern already scrolling plus 10. Bryant under. Yes. I don't think Central Connecticut hasn't scored. Yeah. Yep. What's your most profitable sport? Baseball? See, this is kind of like how do I really grade this? Do you grade it on individual games, big facts? Like I'll have a losing record in baseball, but when we add in division plays and stuff like that, much like football kind of stuff, you start mixing in your futures and things. Does that make it more profitable than others? Baseball's profitable for me overall. A lot of times, yes, because we cash a lot of division kind of stuff. Heck, when we take Ohtani to win the MVP, yeah, we have a monster sports season. Football wise, college I had a losing regular season, but then but then again, a couple games I hit really good. I throw out, if I rate them, football more than, baseball and college hoops and stuff. I'll put out a bigger type play, like, your game of the week or games I really like. I could move on more money and then post playing when I bet 25 basketball games on a Saturday, it's going to be kind of a straight kind of a bet. But yeah, baseball I like the most because I get a good feel on my divisions and stuff like that, and some long-term player props. But yeah, it's just you never just have one. Wyoming point, yeah, exactly. Why is it one, Mr. Nika? Back to this, you have to be able to adjust and move off of things. Like baseball, I'm just saying, well, I'm good at baseball. I'm just going to concentrate on that. No, you can't. You have losing NBA regular season. I'm being honest. My regular season NBA is average at best. We're 55, 56%. The video is underneath. But playoff time comes, that number changes. You got to know when to adjust your betting, your habits. Fordham plus 5 UMass, probably one on. I kind of like Fordham, yes. I like Fordham as a dog. Big fact, that's all I'm trying to do. You see it all over the place, right? People do this all the time. And like a lot of ways, I said before, skin a cat so many ways. Everybody does things different. You got people who just do parlays and player props and this and that. And, my way, I've been doing it for 27 years, just grinding along. I'm just trying to share, just doing it my way. Everybody does it different. That's why there's so many channels doing it now. But I'm here to help. Francisco, thumbs up. Thanks, my fellow. Clemson under. Georgia Tech Terrible on the road. Yeah, I actually had the little question mark next to the Clemson under, Adam, so I'll be with you on that. St. John's. Don't want anything to do with St. John's. Auburn, full game over. Is Auburn going to bring it out today? 139.5. I'll go over with you, Mr. Nika. You're up 500,000. That's an average bet, 500,000, right? Making facts, come on. Are we trusting Auburn? I'm not really loving Auburn. I would go over here. If you're doing anything in the Auburn game, I'd go over first, then Auburn. I mean, I think Auburn's a good team, but sometimes you just back off a team for a little bit. Corpus Christi over to 148.5. I do like me some Corpus here. It was 145.5 last night, so on the way up, let's keep riding that number. I got this at 150. 94. I was betting in 1990, Mr. Nika. I had a future on Loyola Marymount and Georgia Tech. Loyola Marymount team with Hank Adams and Roy Vaught were really good, and Georgia Tech, with Kenny Anderson leading the charge, with like Dennis Scott, they were an awesome team. But UNLV was pretty good that year too. Everybody bet Duke. I ran a pool, and I made up all the numbers myself. Everybody was on Duke. Thank goodness Duke, because I put Duke at like 12-1, something ridiculous. I didn't know. I was 15 years old. Miami, BC. I'm leaning a little BC here. The line's come down, Rob. It was 5. It's 4. Why? I mean, Hurricanes should win this one. BC's kind of packing it in. Again, it's a no play for me. I got a bunch of other things. Again, and this is what I try to tell people. Yeah, we can come out and I can argue a side on everything. I can give a side on total everything. There might be a half point edge. It is what it is. But you got to really narrow things down. You know, you're going to come in, like I said, the 1 point home fave. Are you going to do all of them that are kind of short like that? Or are you going to take all the road teams? You're going to take all the home, you can take all the road. Where are you going to go? You can't, you start picking and choosing, and then you're 1-6 instead of 6-1, or, you know, you don't play and you're safe. You know, it's frustrating. That is the discipline of betting. And listen, I've been doing it a long time. And sometimes you screw up and you do it and you're like, damn, why did I do that? It happens. No one's perfect. But you got to be like, you know, you have to kind of be said. You just can't come in and be like, I kind of like this game. Why do you like that game? Because if you're liking it for one reason, do those numbers apply to any other games? You know, that's where it's the discipline and the patience comes in. That's why I say, you know, like, do I watch a lot of games? Heck no. I mean, you can't, because then you're getting wrapped up in live betting and in-game and doing all this other stuff, and your bankroll just flies, you know. Hey, listen, people can do what they're going to do. I'm going to tell you what I do. That's all. That's all I can say. I don't know. Who knows what I'm trying to say? I'm just trying to help you not get buried. Just fade the public picks. Big facts. But here's the thing with that now. What are the public picks? Because, yeah, I've been doing videos and podcasts and stuff for 12 years, 13 years. You know what? And now it's me and 1,000 other people who have a lot more broader reach than me because they're on TV and networks doing stuff. So the public play, it would be easy to say, oh, everybody, I know, my thinking tells me everybody's going to be betting that. Well, that doesn't help anymore because some guy who's been, and listen, I don't know every pro bettor there is, and there's a lot of guys. You know, have I met a lot? Yeah. Do I still don't know people? No. And I don't know how they bet, you know, and they tell somebody and then the lines move. This is why the last few years, I'll be honest, I think it's got more difficult. Things are sharper. There's a lot of different kind of moves out there you got to follow or not follow. So, you know, things get tougher. You just tighten up the boat. I feel inspired. I got time. Yes. And I say this every day, Mr. And I joke with you, right, Mr. I'm like, oh, here Mr. is like, you know, NBA, there's like 6 games you come in. Oh, total side. You can't, I mean, again, I don't know people's financial situations. I mean, people could be loaded. I don't, you know, I mean, I know how I bet. But just to come in and be like, I like this, and this, how can you? I don't know. It's just me. I can't. And do I bet a lot of games? I bet a lot of baseball, college basketball, a whole lot of action. But you got to be able. It is a marathon. It's definitely not a sprint. I mean, forget a marathon. It's like the evolution of life. It's every day. It used to be you'd get a break between the baseball all-star game, right? There'd be no game before or after, and then Christmas would be a game or two off. Forget it now. Now it's all the time. It's insane. It'll drive you crazy, and it'll drive you broke if you just think you can just bet every day and just come at it all different angles. I'm on Auburn, money line in the over. I like the over, KG. And Auburn, should they get it done? Yes. I'm not. I like Auburn. I think they're a good, deep tournament team. Final, you know, Elite Eight, Final 8 team, or whatever you want to call them. Don't bet everything, don't chase. But you definitely can chase. You bet it and forget it. That's what I say it all the time. Bet it, forget it. Don't get wrapped up into sitting in front of TV and live betting, in-gaming. Hey, a game or two, it's on. You can't do that. Everything is on TV. Again, 1996, yeah, there wasn't a lot of things on TV. It was easy. You take dogs. You know, everybody's going to be betting Duke on Big Monday, and I'm going to come in on Wake Forest as a 13-point dog and be a winner. I didn't even know if they were an under 13-point dog because they had like Rodney Rogers back then. It was pretty good. You know what I'm saying, though? You can't, you know, you can't do that. BC money line. I said Boston College. It was 5. It's down to 4. I agree. Listen, I got the Canes thing there, but that was for 80s football. You know? It's not for 2022 hoops. GW. Think Duquesne's checked out. I like GW. But again, this number 7, I mean, I feel like laying numbers like that on the road. You know. Oh, excuse me. GW's home. It was 6 last night. I got it upside down here on my sheet. It was 6. It's down up to 7. I got this right at 7, so it's just right. I don't want to go any further than that. Stimmy. Stimmy was one of the original people coming into the Midday Money Show last year. Did we call midday money out of the gate? I didn't even know what we called it. I just come in and say good afternoon. How are you doing? That's how it started. Right around this time, Stimmy was one of the first visitors in the chat. Public does win. Just fade in public is not a way to bet. Yeah, public wins. Everybody wins. The problem is, can you win consistently, Michael? Right? I mean, a broken clock is right twice a day. You can win, but how do you just do the next day? All right? Because the public, here's the difference between me and the public. I can go 4-11, and it's not going to affect me one bit. I can go 3-30, and it won't affect me one bit. The public goes 0-4 one day, they're done. They're done. I know because I'll get an email. Oh, you went 1-3. I'm broke. Oh, you buried me. Listen, if you go 1-3, you're buried. Do yourself a favor. Stop betting. Stop betting. You can't afford to bet if you go 1-3 and you're done. You know, they don't know how to bet. You could win. You could be a losing bettor and still make money if you know how to bet. You know, I mean, record wise doesn't mean anything. What are you wagering? Could you be like, I kind of like these games. I bet this for all intents and purposes. You're betting like 25 on these games, and this is a game you love. You're like, you know what? All my numbers say this. Boom! I'm going to whack it for 150, and you are 1-4, but you're up $75. Hey, Mystica. Facts. Ty Bridges again. Charlotte first basket. Let's go. You know we'll do our different strokes. Let's get it done, Groovy. St. Francis BK versus St. Mary's. I do like St. Francis there. You know, all these little tournaments, I'll be on all these dogs, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 points right off the bat. It is conference tournament time, crazy time. That's how I bet in March. And it wins. Baseball. I mean, they've already canceled, the first week of the season? Scumbags. I don't even like cursing, but I'm going to get annoyed. Like mine stink alike. Literally picked Texas State last night, Futures Conference. Again, does it look too easy at +4 something? I mean, they're back-to-back 1 seeds, right? Hey, Georgia State's good, right? Preseason favorites are supposed to be a good team. I get it. But at $4, they got to take a shot at $4. They took care of business all season long. And it's not like they got to cover games here. You just need them to win. Paulo, what do we got? Cavaliers minus the 4 against Charlotte. I'll go Cleveland here. I said this earlier, Paulo. I'm waiting on Cleveland Friday night versus the Sixers. That's what I'm hoping for. You didn't name the show for like months. I know, right, Mike? I didn't have it. I was like, I got to come up with a name. I wanted to come up with something. I didn't know what to call it. Oh, let me ask you. So, pull this down. So we got the double llamas up. The wife's like, you got to put an extra llama. You got to put another picture up because I had it to the side, right? It was because I sit here and you can only see the one llama. She's like, if somebody comes here, they're gonna be like, why is the llama off-centered from the wall? I'm like, who the heck's coming in my office? So nobody should be in here. This is my sanctuary. No one comes in here. You know, why are you coming in my room? What do you think about the double? I don't know. Anyone ask about Stephen F. Austin, Rutgers, Notre Dame, Georgia Tech? Yes. Indiana over Rutgers, Florida State over Notre Dame, Georgia Tech. I think we said we liked Georgia Tech against Clemson. What was it? That line was 8. We can lay it with Clemson. Stephen F. Austin against New Mexico. I'm going to say New Mexico gets it done. I like New Mexico's team. But again, that number is right on my number there for whack action. Big facts. Van Huntley, what do you say? When I go on a losing streak, I go money line all week and get back and then double. Now, again, that could pay off sometime, Van. But what happens when these money line games lose? When you're laying 440 and it goes down? You know, that's the only problem with that. And they can lose. And then you're going, you know, you need 3 games to make up 1 game or whatever, however much juice you're laying. Hampton High Point over 138. You know, this High Point team, I was thinking about grabbing a little High Point. It's 138. I got this at like 134. Tubby's out. His son's taking over. I want to take Hampton here. I wish it was a little bigger number. Sylvester's in the house. SH, love the initials. Welcome on in, my friend. G-Town. No, I can't do Georgetown. No. Houston Baptist, I like it. Yeah, I mean, anytime we're getting some points here. I do like New Orleans. We do like the Pioneers. We've had them a few times. I believe I got this line up a little higher. It's 8 looks a little short, right? Because I think this would be like a 10-point line. But I don't know. Maybe the powers that be are jumping onto the dog train and readjusting. But again, I got the question next to them because I have Houston. I like them, but the line I have it at like 10. I'm only getting 8. Scared of Georgetown and FSU anytime they play. Yeah, just stay away from Georgetown. The coach is done. And Florida, I like Florida State, but I'm going back to the well with them today. I like abuse. It's like when you play with that little, you get that little hangnail, little cuticle. You start screwing around with your finger. It hurts. You keep pressing it. It feels good, but it hurts at the same time. It's like FSU. You're welcome, Mr. Nika. Have a good day. Kings. LA Kings or Sacramento Kings? It's got to be LA against the Stars. I'll say LA, yes. The lines come down. I see a 10-cent line move. 1-800-GAMBLERS where it's at. Seriously.
Stop it. Get some help.
I mean, how many people get crushed? I mean, I know for a fact. You can't. You got to. It takes a long time to be able to withstand losing. Minnesota versus Maryland. It was Maryland at home. It's 7.5. It was 6 last night. So everybody's pounding the Terps here. I'll take a shot at 7.5 on Maryland. Excuse me, 7.5 on Minnesota. Jojo Rabbit's in the house. Good afternoon. All right, we're going to wrap this guy up. Coaching. So I said we have changes coming along. Probably another week or two. The show will probably be, I said a half hour. We could probably go about 45 minutes because after my show, we'll have another show on the network. You'll see how it's going to roll out. It'll be like 4 straight hours of shows. I'll be leading off Midday Money, followed by some Plus Money Honey Morning Wood. You'll see how it plays out. There'll be another show. And, so, again, a couple things going forward. But for now, that's a wrap. Go again. Twitter, YouTube. You got the Facebook page. I got my own personal YouTube where I throw out a bunch of previews. I mean, seriously. I mean, you go 1 and 3, you're done. Listen, stop betting. Stop betting. Don't, Magic over. I know the public. No, I'm with you on. I like the Magic today, man. Let's go. Oh boy, I haven't told my wife. Oh yeah. Jojo Rabbit. Jojo, you're up 350. Take half of that, get it out now, put it in an envelope, throw it in a drawer, and then you can tell wife, look what I got. I won. She doesn't know about the other stuff. There you go. You got a little bit for her on the side. Again, if you're looking for my March Madness package, get it. It comes out to less than $1 a game. So go get it. Promo code HOOP if you want me or anybody else. Have fun. Any good nuggets in hockey? I just like the Rangers in the under today, Sean. That's all I got. That's all I got today. I didn't put it in the chat. It's more college basketball this month. So good thinking, Jojo. Good job. Always got to pull it out. That's the key to winning money. Is you pull it out and actually have something to show for it. All right, have a good one. See you tomorrow. We got day action coming in college basketball. It's fun. Get ready. Strap on the seatbelts, folks.